Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Trying to get behind the defense. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. He's not afraid to go deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field, but they're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups because that time the defense won. We're able to high point the football, creating the interception.
Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Buying some time. He'll pull it down. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs.
And how about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football, they stick to what they do well, they know where the 1st down marker is, and they get the 1st down.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air. It's Underwood. Buys a little extra time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. they'll start to speed up that process. Or nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Well, we saw earlier in the game, after not getting it on third, going for it on fourth down and having success. So you got to wonder, after that incompletion, are they going to try that again and stay aggressive here on fourth?
Georgia sends out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in, looking for space. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Rushes on him. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Just misjudged it against that high sky and couldn't hang on to it. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's done. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Barnes. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. So a little too much contact trying to defend the fade in the end zone, and the PI will move it closer. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Snagged in the middle. It's dealt. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback moving. Stepping to the right. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On 4th down, trying to find his man. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. The sure hands, it's Boston. Quick step and go. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field.
He's going to let it go. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open.
And he's got it inside the 35. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Fletcher. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Coming out with it, it's Barnes. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring game.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, running back on the move. Past the first down marker and still running. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass, it's Underwood. Skips away from pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, I did not have this in my bingo card, guys, but being one of the most talented quarterbacks in college football, to be under 50% completions in this game, nobody saw that coming. He has not been able to find his rhythm, and he looks frustrated.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. There's the pressure. Looking for room at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. Finds him out of the backfield. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. If they could somehow find their way into the end zone, a 2-possession lead might feel insurmountable. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Finds his tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Going for the big play. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The Dogs haven't just been hungry, they've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they talented, they're well coached. They listen.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's done. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back.
He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll move the tight end. The give and tick, 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 tick. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Wants to go up top. Dumps it off in the flats. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The give to the back, fighting off the defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, they're after him. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. Fans of defense probably love this game, guys. Fans of offense, not so much, but fans of winning? Oh, everybody's a fan of winning, and they found a way to get it done.
A win is a win is a win is a win. It doesn't matter how you get it done. This was not pretty by any stretch. Phenomenal defense, offense. They've got a lot of work to do coming up, but at the end of the day, David, that's a happy locker room.
Yeah, you know what? You pretty boys say it's not pretty. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. You talk about hitting people. You talk about tackling. You talk about physicality. Yes, please.